Welcome to your daily focus for August the 23rd, 2021. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. We have the 23 energy. The 23 energy is having a faith, a belief that there are strong forces surrounding you, moving you into those safe ports, guiding you to where you need to be, of what you need to accomplish, of who you need to talk to. So you have to trust and go with the flow, especially when you're pushed in a different direction than you thought you were going. 2 plus 3 is a 5. It's about creating joy and laughter in our lives. It's about bringing out our creativity, our inner expression, and bringing it outwards in our own unique style, in our own unique way. It's about romance. If we do the numerology of the day, we have an 18. And the 18 energy asks us to look inwards. To look within and, especially with the astrology, I think this kind of goes hand in hand because we have the sun in Virgo, we have the moon in Pisces. So we'll have this struggle of wanting to go within, unwinding, detaching, dreaming, meditation, quiet time, just breathing, just being in the moment. And at the same time, we'll want to get busy. We'll want to organize. We'll want to solve problems and practical steps. And so it'll call for our focus when we're trying to also unleash our focus into our dreamscape, our imagination, our thoughts, our ideas. But essentially, we look within to understand what freedom means to us, what liberation means to us. How will we recognize the fact personally that we are content and free and happy? We have time, we have energy, we have resources. Or maybe it's only one of those things or two of those things or a small combination of all three. Maybe it's what your environment will look like. Maybe it's the people that surround you. Maybe it's you yourself and how you carry yourself, how you're dressed, how you're poised. I don't know about you, but man, if I can just wear my my really thin sweatpants and my one little top that I pull over and just wear that around the house all day, and I could clean, I could do a million things because I feel so free in it. I feel so liberated in it. But I'd never go out in public in it. Oh my gosh, if somebody came to the door, I'd have to run really fast up the stairs, change. But essentially, that is what I feel coziest in. That's where I feel like I have control. That's when I feel like just by putting those clothes on. Maybe it's a pair of shoes for you. Maybe when you put your running shoes on, you feel like going for that walk. The minute you put your feet in those shoes, your feet are saying, let's go, let's move. Your whole body is tingling with excitement. Now pay attention to those little things that you do within your own environment, within your own routine, because this is a lot to do with our routines and what we do. So pay attention to what we do in order to feel that freedom, in order to feel that safety, in order to feel that peace of mind. Maybe it's a certain kind of music we like listening to. Maybe it's an environment we like to step into. And 1 plus 8 is a 9. So beautiful full moon energy type numerology, because the 9 is about clearing the space. We talk so much on Sunday about clearing the space, getting rid of the clutter. So that we can plant those seeds, that we can make room for the new adventure, the new lifestyle, the new partnership, the new relationship, the new way of being, becoming. As I said, Sun is in Virgo. So we are looking at the details of our lives, our routines, the things that we have. It's the practical concerns. It's not the what if this happens and where do I go down that little rabbit hole. But it's practical. It's this I can solve. So I'm going to put my focus and attention on this and solve it and move it off my plate. Moon is in Pisces. So chances are we're not going to get a lot done. Even if we want to. Makes us dreamy, or makes us a little bit more like we want to stand back a little bit. Experience the world through our spirituality, through our heart center. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say here. Page of Swords. We haven't seen the Page of Swords in quite some time, have we? Wow, it's been a while. Page of Swords. Oh, we're risking, we're daring. The Page of Swords is the kind of energy of, I'm so tired of being stuck in this spot in life, and I need something to happen different. I need to have something different happen. And so you do something without thinking it through, just to get a reaction, just to get a different vibration, just to get a different energy surrounding you. You just take that risk and you don't think it through. And so we could be like that today. So be careful of that today. Think things through. Take that step back. Now, when this card comes out, we're extremely spiritual. The veil is extremely thin. Talk to God, your angels, your spirit guides. Pose questions out there to them. Talk about what you want to have come into your life and what you need to leave your life. And ask for help. Ask for assistance. They're there for you. They will come. They will aid you. They will move you forward. Or they'll say no. That's an answer too. Sometimes we don't think our prayers were answered, but they were. It was a flat out no. And once I heard a no, and I remember the time of my life and what I was asking for, and I heard a no. And I was like, no? And now when I look back, thank goodness it was a no. Oh, thank goodness it was a no. So sometimes we think it's best for us, and sometimes they know better. But when you're having that discussion with them, you will hear their answers. You will hear their words. You will feel their vibration. You will feel their light. Take a step back, okay? Just don't jump into that energy just to have something happen, anything happen. You want the right things to happen in the right sequence, in the right order, at the right divine time. Look at this, 10 of Wands. Wow. 10 of Wands. Here we are. We are struggling. We have so much on our plate, don't we, here? Okay, so I want you to just take a really good look there of that sack. That sack we carry on our back. Oh, you ever feel like that? Like, I can't carry anything else on my back. The weight on my shoulders. We have to stop. We have to look at our lives. We have to break it down into the little things we do and the big things we do. Our actions, our words, how we utilize them. And some things, like some of those wands, we're going to find has growth potential. And others are just deadwood. And we need to get rid of the deadwood. Because every step is so agonizing. When you look at this card, we are trying so hard to stay upright, to take the next step, to take the next breath. And maybe it's anxieties, maybe it's worries, maybe it's fears, maybe it's actual commitments, obligations, responsibilities. And some of those things are necessary in our lives and many aren't. And we need to understand what is not necessary anymore, what we need to leave in the past, what we need to leave behind, and walk with a lighter step. Oh, look at this, the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands says keep your eyes open because there's more opportunities out there than you can imagine. There are things coming your way. This is about broadening your horizons. Keeping a focus on your future. We're intent. We're looking where those wands are going to be going. We're looking at what we want. The end result. The goal. The dream. And we're going to follow that wand. We're going to follow it. And we're going to walk as straight as path as possible. And when we find that wand, we will have accomplished our dreams, our goals, our desires. But it's to follow it. It's to see it in the future. And to pay attention to the wider horizon that lays before you. To what other avenues there are for you to explore, for you to investigate, to strengthen your path, to make you even more successful at the end of the day. To bring you into new goals or being or becoming or doing. We'll get a mantra card here. So it's a very strong day for us, isn't it? It's a strong day for us to understand what we need to let go of. And we have a lot of that practical energy with the Virgo sun. And you know, we usually, this is a period of time where we even enjoy those mundane tasks. We enjoy our responsibilities, maybe our jobs. Resilience, rise above the tribulations, rise above the tribulations. So just like the Ten of Wands was telling us to let go of some of these things that we carry with us, that burden us, that weigh us down. Here we have a card that says rise above our problems. Don't put your focus, don't put your energy towards the things that aren't working, the things that aren't there, the things that you feel you need right now in order to go forward. You'll come to understand that you don't need them, and if you do need them, they will show up, especially on a highly charged spiritual day like today. Pardon me, I should take a little sip of water here. I don't have my rainbow cup. So have a resilience. Know that you will make it through. We've all said it at one time or another. I'm not going to survive this. And yet here we are today, proving ourselves wrong in a delightful way. This card encourages you to endure, to withstand stress. You will recover quickly from life changes, misdeeds, bad ordeals. This is about facing life's adversities with courage, patience, in such a way that you come through unscathed, better and stronger for the experience. It also means the recovery from an illness or maybe the recovery of being rejected by a loved one. It takes compassion, determination, strength, and you will not be defeated. The resilience of the human spirit and the validity of love inhabits us to rise above our tribulations and fly again. Accept your reality in a positive light and make it good. The mantra is, I have the strength to quickly rise above my problems. And you do. You can. And some of it takes time. And you have to give yourself that time. You can't snap your fingers and you're through that ordeal. But know that you will be fine at the end of the day. We are in that 23 energy today. That 23 energy is that there are strong forces around us guiding us into safe ports, leading us towards where we need to be. So, attach yourself to your courage, your strength, your inner knowledge. Have a faith, a belief, and rise above the problems, the anxieties, the fears. And that's not by avoiding them. That's by looking it in the eye, understanding it, because once you understand it, the power it had over you just completely evaporates. It's gone. It can't hold you back any longer. When we keep looking away, that's when we have true problems, because the same kind of situations keep reoccurring and reoccurring and reoccurring in our lives. And this full moon is going to show us all something about ourselves that will allow us to look it in the eye and then move forward without it in our lives anymore. Whether it's a perception, an ideal, could be a person, could be an environment, it could be just your way of thinking, or maybe the way your routine was. Okay, so I don't know whose angels and spirit guides are working overtime. It could be just the color of your room and how that takes away an energy from you or brings in almost a negative kind of energy. It's too much. So look at the colors that you do surround yourself with. And if there's too many colors, that means you have clutter. So bring it down. Get your ducks in a row, but yes, get rid of the clutter and pick colors that will, if you want a room to relax in, you're not going to paint it bright yellow. You're going to paint it a soft blue or a soft, a pastel of some sort. Maybe a purple. Ooh, a soft purple would be beautiful, wouldn't it? Okay, let's get to our animals. So somebody out there needs to look at their surroundings. And maybe it's many of us need to look at our surroundings and understand what kind of energy we are inviting in on a regular basis. We have, look at this, under the radar. Under the radar. A little possum comes out. Warrior, practical, and assess. So there's that practical word again. When the oak is felled, the whole forest echoes with its fall, but 100 acorns are sown in silence by an unnoticed breeze. The possum is a master actor, knowing which role to play at the proper time. Possums have practical and intelligent energies that help them assess the situation to know which part they should play. If they feel threatened, they play dead. Possums have entered your life today because it wants you to embrace your inner warrior. It's time for you to go under the radar until the situation feels safe once more. Be careful to use your words at this time, how you use your words at this time. You could injure a relationship, cause more ripples than intended. Instead, take some time to allow any arguments or miscommunications to quiet, and then don't bring them up. You don't always have to be right, and sometimes stepping away from the situation helps it to heal more quickly and effectively. So once again, rise above your tribulations. You may notice that work situations may feel difficult and transitions are happening. Don't start fretting that your job is in danger. Instead, let things play out around you. So once again, don't get involved in the drama, in the negativity. Rise above it. Focus on where you want to go, how you're going to get there. Maybe more importantly, what is your environment right now look like? And what changes can you effectively make to make it more harmonious and more in line with the energies that you need in your life in order to feel that stability, feel that confidence, feel that, I heard, grace. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.